Scorpio or Scorpio cross watcher. I'm only smiling because the title of the video today. I got this title earlier and it was very clear. I mean, it was just like, boom, it hit me. I was like, oh, this is the title. And I knew nothing else. I still don't. Honestly, I'm going to have to wing it. I don't have any clue what direction this is going to take, this message. I'm taking it all off of the title. And the title is, what I heard was, play this at my funeral. Some of you may be like, oh, I'm clicking off. I don't want to hear a negative message. This is going to be negative. It doesn't have to be negative. I mean, could it be? Could be. But I don't think it is for the majority. I don't think it is. What I felt was, have you ever loved a song so much? I mean, you may have several songs that you love like this, or love something, someone so much that you not only stem over it, which means you just obsessively want to be around it or listen to it all the time or whatever it is, right? You want to immerse yourself with it, in it, on it, around it, a person, whomever, whatever. But you then think, I love this shit so much. It basically represents everything that I am. Like, without words, this defines me. Like, this is me to a T. And I want this played at my funeral. Almost like when people pass and on their headstone, you'll see the things that they most loved sometimes. Like if they had a certain pet that they most loved, you'll see the pet on their headstone. Or if they loved a certain flower or tree, that will also be on the headstone, or anything, you know what I mean? If they loved pearls, they'll have pearls on the headstone. Just whatever it is. Then they'll also have like a little saying. Maybe they have their best saying on their headstone. It's just something that while this individual was here, it was like, this totally represents who I am and everything that I really cared for. Like when you think of this, when you see this, you will think of me. When you hear this song, you will think of me. Like, kind of like making your mark. Like either something has made their mark in your life, or you have made your mark in someone or something's life. It's like every time I hear this or see this or whatever, I'm thinking of you, or I'm going to think of you. Or every time I go to this place, even if it's daily, that ever since you've been somewhere, every time someone goes to this place, they think about you. Every time they go in this room, they think of you. Every time, I don't know why, but it's like gotten you written all over it, and it can't not make someone think about you. Vice versa. It could go both ways. Play this at my funeral, I don't mean actually, is probably a message about play it at your funeral or another's funeral. For some, it absolutely is a song that will be played at their funeral. I don't know why, or yours or somebody's, but this, don't freak out, guys. I genuinely do not feel it. I don't even sort of feel that, unless it's like maybe a celebrity, like Drake. But like, I don't know when, but you've left your mark somewhere that when you, like, they can't not think about you. You're like a part of someone or something now. I don't know. I'm gonna type that in Google and just see what pulls up. Play this at my funeral. They should make that a movie title. Oh, it's a song? Hold up. It's an actual fucking song by Little Skies. No, you wouldn't show up to my funeral. You don't want to realize that it's your fault. You leave me to die, but that's the usual. Knew you wouldn't stay there with me through it all. And I'm still speaking to you through this microphone. Give you love, give you pain. What kind of vibe you on? Yeah, now I got your attention. Would you sit back and listen? Never speak on our business. I'm sick of these damn meds. I'm sick of my damn bed. And I don't want to go to sleep. You stuck in my head. Have you ever paid like 6 figures in taxes? Have you ever kept them pills right by your mattress? Have you ever made mistakes? I know that I did. Have you ever felt insane? I know that I did. Seen my blood in the snow. I done got too high and almost drove right off the road. Okay, look. Maybe it is the other way. Somebody here is going to lose it. They've been driven to the point of, I don't know, insanity, crazy. All right, listen, for some of you, this message is good. You've made your mark, vice versa. Either someone's left their mark on you and you think about them all the time, and it's like everywhere you go, every time you go somewhere or you hear a certain song, you think of them, vice versa. But fuck, I guess I got to go off of the other way because, you know, I don't want to just be like, no, it's all rainbows and kisses. No, maybe it's a celebrity, though. Maybe, so don't freak out. Maybe this isn't like a personal thing, but someone here is like, I don't know. Someone's in a really bad fucking spot. Why? Why do I feel such a contrast here? Why does it feel like some people are really happy and like new babies are being born and marriages and relationships can't stop itching and this and that, and it's just like, and I can't, or even new connections and new attractions. It's like, I think about you all the time and I guess I'm thinking about you and blah, blah, blah. People who still think about people from the past, whatever, but it's not negative, you know. And then on the other side of things, I'm like straight up picking up on somebody who's losing it, like losing it, you know, and who's particularly displeased with one individual for sure, but they feel let down by life in general. And I don't want to get too into that because I went way over in Libras, and that's it's basically what I'm feeling here. So maybe there's a cusper here, or maybe there's a connection somehow. It's a Libra Scorpio or something. Could also be because Libras represent justice and fairness, right? Equality, even. Lots of things. Decision making. But also, what this is feeling like is like somebody who hasn't been treated fairly at all. By one in particular individual, for sure. But by life in general, maybe. And this person, you or them, whoever this is, I feel like this could be a celebrity. Or maybe they themselves have done some fucked up shit, and it's like, there's somebody who's like, or maybe several somebodies who's like, you don't have the right to feel this way because of the pain that you have caused other people. It could even be individuals who are trying to make somebody go off the deep end and, you know, see the error of their ways. But I don't want to get into that. I do not want to talk about that. I just felt like that. I felt that deeply in Libras, but it actually felt like somebody was the one done wrong. I don't know. Okay, let me say it a different way. Let me get into this in all forms. I don't want to talk about celebrities and all that. I don't, honestly, especially if they're child molesters. Fuck these people. But let's say I'm going to say family. Let's say it's family that you really thought would come through for you. And they've come through for everybody else. Especially your siblings. If you got siblings, this could be all reversed. I'm just going to throw some shit out there, whatever comes to me, and take it as it resonates for you. And it's like, you know, I feel like you really are, you know, yeah, you've done things for me and you've been there for me and all that, but like, you really don't even know who I am. You really don't even know who I am. You know who they are. You know who your spouse is. You know who, you know shit. You spend more time with my siblings or sibling or your spouse or your girlfriends, boyfriends, or whoever the fuck you fuck around with. Maybe they've been with somebody for a long time. Maybe it's like a step parent or something. Doesn't have to be. It could be anybody. Or whatever. But I feel like for some reason I'm just kind of like disregarded when it comes to you. Why is that? Like, is this something, like, what's going on right now? There's a lot of people that are going through this, like a lot of fucking people in all walks of life that are kind of waking up to It feels painful though. The waking up to pain, like hurt and betrayal from people that we're supposed to love them and really be there for them, you know. And love ain't just doing certain things, you know. It's also really caring about a person and what's being done to them and what's happening to them. Talking to them, getting to know this person, you know what I mean? Especially if it's family, and like more so if it is. Oh, this is deep, you know. And maybe someone now is wanting to, like, I don't know. This feels like an individual whom has a very hard time expressing, if it's family, they have a very hard time, no excuses for this person, but expressing love, like really though. It's clear that they love because some of the things that they've done, I mean, they could have taken, I'm hearing like the easy way out, so clearly they love, but they did like the bare minimum of love. You know, there's like, according to the Greek, I think there's like 8 different types of love. Don't hold me on that. We should get into that in a video. The different types of love that there are, according to the Greek, I believe it's 8. And they're all very different. And they're not all related to romance. They're all different. But this is someone who would be very like, has a hard time hugging and really getting to know you. And been there. Grew up with a dad who's like that. And I mean, my second dad. The one who adopted me. It was very hard, you know, even though I love my dad and I'm very thankful and grateful that I was taken in and given the life that I learned a lot. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It almost makes you feel guilty for even feeling the way that you do, because you just feel like you should just be appreciative when they could have just given you up or walked away like the other one did, or the other ones did, or whatever. This could be somebody who's been raised by a single parent or raised in an adopted household or went into the foster system. It doesn't have to be though. I hope I'm making fucking sense. This is definitely not for everybody, but or who struggled a lot with like a lot of fucked up shit that happened, you know? And it's like something's transforming in someone right now. If this is you, it's transforming in you, and making somebody realize like, I've never wanted to fight for myself more, or I've never, you know, but it doesn't mean that they don't go through sadness, because they're like seeing shit that they probably should have seen way before now. And you could have an individual who's on the receiving end of that, who should be probably on the receiving end of that, because they should have not did what they did or done what they done, or they should have done more, they should have stepped up or something, or tried harder, or done the right thing in general, or whatever, because it's gonna be different for everybody. Like, somebody did some real fucking bad shit for some, and some just seems like they have favorites or something. Like favoritism. Even in the workplace, this could be the workplace. It's like, you know, they could lose a really good one who gave a fuck about the place when nobody else did, and this person was willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. They didn't have to worry about this person coming in fucked up or stealing money out of the drawer or whatever, you know. It doesn't have to be family. It's just the first one I was feeling. It doesn't have to be celebrities. That's a big one though. So I sense both people here. I sense one who's like, no, kind of like, fuck this. Like, I will, if I even come to your funeral, like, I will still be this way. Because I'm mad, and I'm upset. Definitely should watch the Libra message, or and then I sense the other person here who's like almost like, woe is me. Like, I know I did wrong. I know that I was in the wrong, and I know that I shouldn't have, you know, done this or something. Or maybe, but here's the thing: are you really knowing that you're wrong, or are you just saying that to cover your tracks out? Because I'm actually saying something about it, because I'm standing up for myself now, because I'm saying enough is a fucking enough, and I'm not going to put up with it anymore, or that I'm calling attention to it now. Are you sorry, or are you sorry that it's seen now? Because, like, what is it? I feel like it's my turn to be upset now, or it's my turn to whatever. It's almost like, fuck your feelings. Okay, let's go back over here to the other way. I saw this earlier. Okay, just to lighten it before we go. I was also seeing this, you know, play this at my funeral. Like, anyone that was, that you encountered in any way, vice versa, okay? This could be someone that encountered you. One of y'all has been on the other one's mind. And I mean, very often. To where it's like a permanent staple is how it's being put, like a permanent staple. Like you absolutely left a mark on me. You have this power, you have this energy, you have this aesthetic. This scent. And it's stuck to me. Your scent is stuck to me. Interesting. I mean, this could be anybody. This could be anyone that you met. I mean, you could have even met this person, vice versa. Remember that. Keep reversing if you need to. They could have, like, let's say you met this person through your sibling. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, you met them through work. You met them through the grocery stores. I mean, anything. It could be anything else. A friend. Living somewhere. I mean, a family member. You could have met somebody like that through the school system. Through buying a home. It's like I met you through whatever, and ever since you've, like, I've met you, don't matter how long ago it's been, like, I've thought about you because you've made such a mark. And I also get that out of play this at my funeral. I'm like tongue-tied over my words. I'm feeling, I don't know, itchy and scratchy and hot and sweaty. I got that in Libras. I'm also feeling like somebody here is out for blood to a degree, or just very angry at someone or several people for just, you know, maybe them not being as present as they could have been, or maybe all out doing some fucked up shit, you know, something like that. I don't know. But play this at my funeral. I hope I translated this message well. I hope I made sense. I'm really not trying to do bonuses on this one, and I also wasn't trying to go way over, but I already have, especially on Libras. But I mean, if it happens, it happens, you know. If I have to get a bonus, because some of these I feel like really need a bonus, this will be one of them, then maybe after I finish the entire series and get to Pisces, I might do it, because some of you got some really interesting messages, and this is one of them. I mean, play this at my funeral. I didn't even know that was a song title. And I don't think for all of you the song will resonate here, but I mean, it is a song title. And it looks like somebody that's really upset about some shit, you know? I'll say this. If anybody came here wondering if you've forgiven them, no. Or maybe, but you don't want nothing to do with them ever again. Play this at my funeral is, to me, like, if I were saying that, what would I take from that? I would probably be meaning it in the sense of, at this point, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about this. You know why? Because, like, there's certain songs I've said that to, actually, to my kids. I'm like, when I die, especially if everyone else is still alive who may even be older than me, that didn't always accept me, that didn't like certain things about me and always try to change me and shit, I'm like, play this at my funeral. Even if it's a recording of myself, Play it at my funeral. If they didn't like me cussing and I'm sitting here saying fuck, shit, damn, hell, dick, and vagina, I hope you play that loud at my funeral. Play it at my funeral while they're standing right there crying over me. Like, do it. I hope you do. I hope you, and dance to it. Put some little background music to it, you know, skip to the loo, my darling. Like, do something. Because I need them to know, since even when I was here, they had a hard time getting to really know me, it seems. You know, they just didn't really seem to think it was that important to have deep conversations, you know. So, that's fine. Because you can just play that on fucking repeat. Autoplay in their ear. I've said that before, so that's what I think about play this at my funeral. Like, a person who don't give a fuck no more. Like, what you gonna say about it now? What do you gotta say about it? Because I'm already gone. What are you gonna say about it? Shock value. Something coming out that somebody didn't want out. Like, that's what I think about. Or that something coming out that someone felt that they couldn't be open about before for whatever reason, and then they get to a place where they're like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't even care. It's like that. Alright guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.